What's up everybody, it's Tyler here from Wine Riot, and this week for the Wine of the Weekend, we are doing Washington State Cabernet and Merlot. So this week we're at the Gennaro Digital office. They are our technology partners. They've just put in this totally sweet wall, brand new office in Boston. We're working with them on improving our mobile app, adding a whole lot of new technology for this year. So we're here and we figured we would shoot the video from here as well. So everybody thinks of Washington State, they think of Seattle, and it's raining all the time. How could they grow grapes there? Well, that's the west side of the Cascades. Only 10% of the land in the entire state is on the western side of the Cascade Mountains. On the other side of the huge mountain range is 90% of the land in the state, and it's dry, arid desert out there. If you've ever driven across the state, which I have, it is barren and there's not a whole lot going on. But what there is a lot of is agriculture. And so most of the grape growing in Washington State is along the Columbia River. So the Columbia River starts in British Columbia, Canada, comes down through Washington State, and right where it makes a bend and it becomes the border between Washington and Oregon is where most of the wine grapes are grown. They're between two cities that have kind of funny names. Most of the grapes are grown between Walla Walla, Washington and Yakima. To the north you have a city called Wenatchee. And this is where almost all of the grapes in Washington State are grown. So this week we're focusing on what Washington has become most famous for, Cabernet and Merlot blends. First up is a wine called the Velvet Devil. In typical Washington State fashion, it attracts a lot of people that like music. Charles Smith is an extraordinary winemaker that actually originally managed punk bands in Scandinavia for a couple decades. Came to Washington, started making out-of-the-world wines. He's got this crazy huge head of hair, but makes shockingly delicious wines, and a lot of them aren't terribly expensive, like this one. This has 99% Merlot, 1% Cabernet, probably just to toss it in there, make sure you have some. This wine comes in for around 12 bucks. Fantastic bottle of wine, well distributed. You can find it at most stores across the country. Next up, we have Chateau St Michel Indian Wells Cabernet. Chateau St Michel is one of the largest wine producers in Washington State, and they make everything from really great Rieslings to mass-produced wines to really shockingly good bottles of Cabernet, like this one. The grapes are grown in the same places as the other grapes in Washington State, so South Central Washington. Really fantastic wine. This one runs for about $16. You can find it at most stores. And if you're looking for a killer bottle of Cabernet without spending a ton of money, this is the one for you. Last up, we have the Hedges Family Estate Red Mountain. Hedges Family Estate is a small family winery in Red Mountain District of Washington. This is a separate AVA, or American Viticultural Area, so it's designated by the government as a place that makes really awesome wine. And so they've been growing grapes biodynamically, sustainably, since the mid-80s. The winery is now run by a gentleman by the name of Christoph Hedges, really great dude. These are small family winery, but you can find the wines actually in a lot of different places. And for the money, for 26 bucks, you're not gonna find a better bottle of wine in Washington State. So this weekend, we're looking towards Washington State to give us some big, bold, juicy red wines. Pick these out, you won't be disappointed. Cheers. Contest time. Write a caption about why you are excited to taste Washington State wines this weekend right here in the comment section on either Facebook or YouTube. One lucky person with the best caption will win 2 tickets to any wine night of your choice.